IRL streaming today because we have the Mavic 4 Pro in Houston. Now, if y'all don't know, this drone has been a little tough to get, not only in the States, but just like in Houston in general. And I found somebody who's got one. What's good, bro?
How you doing?
Doing good, brother. Hey, let the people know who you are, and then we'll talk about the crazy story on how I actually got the drone.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm Blake Savon. I'm Savon Studios on Instagram. I do a lot of film work over at Hennessy. I'm part of the team over there at Hennessy Performance, filming a lot of car stuff. We've actually worked on a couple other projects, like the big red Komodo launch, Komodo X stuff.
Yes, if y'all remember the Komodo X video, first off, the Lamborghini shots that we did, actually right over there.
Yeah, it was right here.
And all of the night stuff that we did, the car rig.
Yeah, that was all mine.
That was all his.
Yeah, so I mean, we've worked before on some of these kind of things, and I got my hands on something a little spicy.
Okay, before we actually show off the drone, everybody's gonna want to know. So let's say it early into the stream,
yeah,
especially for the
absolutely.
replay.
Yeah.
How'd you get it?
I thought I was getting scammed, actually. I saw an ad on Instagram, and it said...
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
it was
surprise.
on Instagram?
I saw an ad on Instagram.
Bro, that's 100% a scam.
I thought I was getting scammed,
This
sure.
drone might fall out the sky immediately. I'm just saying.
But it was off of a website, and you know, I bought it. It was a enterprise level drone website, and they sent it to me. It seemed kind of legit. I opened it up in front of a bunch of people to, hey, either I'm getting something really cool or I'm getting scammed, you know, but turned out to be positive.
The box.
The box showed up, and the packaging was actually crap as well. The bubble wrap was bad, and the box was covered in stickers to hide all the DJI logos and Mavic logos, and nowhere on the box there was tape over all of it, but it was the legit box from DJI, but it was all like disguised.
So I have a theory. Allegedly, this don't sue me, DJI or anybody else. My theory is this drone was never supposed to be here, and they put stickers over it so it could, you know, slide through customs. So that way, you know, they're like, hey, what's in the box? And it's like a toaster. I don't know. It's got stickers all over it. Nobody knows. Let it slide. And it slid, and now we get a chance to play with it. So I'm super excited about that.
I have a theory on myself, actually. I think it was a pre-production series that they sent over, because there was a bunch of people in the United States that still reviewed this drone.
Very few.
I have a feeling it was one of those. I think so, because it still has some Chinese on some stuff that you can't take off.
Oh. Yeah, this thing definitely might fall out of the sky today.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that, but I might have already done that once.
Oh, God. Well, you guys are going to see it, but we're going to open it up right here in just a second. And if you notice any scuffs on the drone already, don't drop your head now. We live. You can't walk away. There ain't nowhere for you to go.
Listen, I test my stuff to the fullest, and
that's what people who break their stuff say. I just like to push my devices to their ultimate elements. So.
That's very true. Yeah.
That's what we say.
I break some things here and there, but it's all in science, right? It's all for science.
Okay, now we sounding smart. All right. So actually, we have a few things here. So we have the Mavic 4 Pro, and then we have the Mavic 3 Cine. We'll probably put them side by side, see how they actually compare at some point. But I have not really gotten a chance to play with this thing more than to make the thumbnail that y'all just saw. Like literally, he pulled it out of the bag. I took a picture with it. We put it right back in the bag just so I could make a thumbnail. So now I'm actually gonna get a chance to play with it for the first time. So you guys are gonna get a chance to see all of my opinions, my first impressions, everyththing live in real time. Because I have a few, like this guy right here, I have the Mavic 3 Cine, and I love it because it's got 1 terabyte of internal storage, it shoots ProRes, shoots D-Log, it's got everything I need, but of course DJI always makes you feel like you need to upgrade, so I kind of feel like I need to upgrade. Everything good on stream? Double check, because I just saw it black out. Everything good? Check on that though. DJI is listening. All right, we're good now? Cool. Did the camera go to sleep or something? All right. Really?
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, I'm saying audio only.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat. Hold up. Okay. All right, we're up, we're live. Chat, y'all can see me, y'all can hear me, y'all should be at least able to. Actually, let me go ahead and throw the, let's throw chat on screen too. All right, chat, by the way, we are testing a new IRL stream. Didn't tell y'all that yet, but we should be coming back in nice and clear. All right, bet. All right, so we should be good. All right, chat, just deal with us for a bit because we are testing a new IRL stream, but we're gonna make this work. Intermittent video and audio. Yeah, that's because we were fixing a few things, so I appreciate y'all. DJI is watching the stream, Colton. You're probably right. So make sure y'all hit that like button so DJI doesn't try to take us down again. All right, what's up, Rylan? Good to see you. What's up, John? Good to see you. Homeless, that's a name. Good to see you. No Garden, good to see you. Jarrell in the building, good to see you. Ted in the building, good to see you. Are y'all ready to go take a look at this drone now? Let's go ahead and take a look at this drone. All right, I also got chats on the screen now too, so that was good. That was actually chats back up on the screen. All right, so first impressions. Oh, do me a favor. I don't know if we could try this. Let's try it. Press the record button on the camera, so at least that way I could also have it as a video. So we good there? All right, bet. And the stream is still streaming? Bet. All right, so these are my first impressions of the brand new Mavic 4 Pro. First time checking it out. Did I mute myself?
Yes, you did.
How do I record? I think you got to press it. Let's see. Yep. Boom, there we go. All right, now we're recording audio too. All right, first impressions of the Mavic 4 Pro. Like I said, I technically took it out of the box to take the thumbnail, but this is literally my first thoughts and impressions on it. And the first thing I'll say is that it is bigger. It is bigger, it is chunkier than the 3 in every way. I mean, it's longer, is girthier the word I should use? I don't think I should use that word, but I already did. It's girthier. It's got a bigger head, if you know what I mean, like right here in the front. But it looks pretty sick. And you do get that full swivel, so you immediately get a chance to see how it's gonna do that roll effect. That is one of the things I do wanna test because, you know, DJI used to have their drones rotate vertically a lot, but then they stopped doing that. And so they're bringing it back with the 4. So I absolutely love that. Looks like you get 3 cameras on the top. These are all gonna be your sensors. So that should save you if you use them. But if you look at the side of this drone, clearly somebody didn't use them. Oh yeah, and then when you actually just open up the legs here, it actually turns the drone on, which is actually pretty sick. So turns on, pretty smooth. You can see the head, the gimbal's actually already on, and it seems to be doing a pretty solid job. I mean, that's pretty impressive just off rip. You also have your battery connects in through the back, just like the last one, so that's pretty standard. I don't see any sensors necessarily on the side of the drone, but you do have 3 more cameras and another ground sensor here on the bottom, as well as it looks like they did keep the actual flashlight on here too. So when it comes to sensors, it looks like you got pretty much everything you need to hopefully not crash the drone, but clearly it is still a crashable drone because it's not just you. As we all know, Chris Brockhurst also crashed his drone, so don't feel bad.
Mine was definitely user error. I had everything
I wasn't
off.
going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm okay. I own up to my mistakes, but I definitely had the sensors off.
It's okay. I wasn't going to put your business out there.
And I will let you know that the sensors are now upgraded to LiDAR.
Oh, bet. Okay, so that makes sense.
They actually didn't just put the same number of sensors. They're actually LiDAR, so at low level of light, that was always an issue, was to have the sensors work at low level light. Yeah. These actually work at low level light. So at night, we'll be putting that to the test too.
Bet. By the way, we are going to be out here shooting this drone here pretty quickly. But yeah, based off of the body of the drone so far, obviously bigger than the 3, but pretty solid looking drone, feels pretty beefy, and as we know, it can handle a little bit of a tumble. All right, so I'm actually going to turn this off, and then you can do it the same way you could on the last one. Just press and click, and then hold it down. Drone is off. Now, the thing for me, was one of the things I was the most concerned about is the controller, because right now I use the drone with all of my real estate stuff, and so it all fits perfectly in a case. I don't think this new controller is going to fit in that same Pelican case, but I do have to say it is a really nice controller. Off rip, the controller is smaller than I thought it was. It looks much bigger in videos. It looks much bigger online than it actually is in person, but it is pretty solid. The controller is actually lighter than I thought it was going to be as well. We good on stream?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I just see y'all checking.
Yeah, just double checking.
So the controller is actually much lighter than I thought it was going to be, but when the monitor is up, it does feel a little top heavy, you know, just like my first impression, but the bottom of the actual controller is like super light, like crazy light. It almost feels like
cheap.
I wasn't gonna say cheap, but yeah, it kind of feels a little cheap, right?
It does.
Like it, but it's like the monitor feels so quality, but the bottom, I don't know if it was just like the whole thing is just like save on like size and weight, but yeah, it definitely feels a little cheap. But I mean, the monitor is definitely better. I will say, like, the fact that you can pivot it so that way you can cut out reflections is really nice. You can get rid of glare, and I didn't notice this the first time. Ezra, let's zoom in on this. When you actually put it down, the controllers drop out of the way, which is actually really sick, because on mine, I got to do the whole unscrolling, like unscrewing it and all that stuff.
How many times have you seen a shot that you want to get and it takes 5 minutes to get everything ready?
Oh, all the time.
So not only does the drone turn on whenever you open it up, this just saves time for those quick shots that you just see. The sun's about to go down. You can only do this once a day, whatever it is.
Right.
You got to get that shot now. It really, really is helpful with just like the speed of getting everything ready and up in the air.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, I mean, you're going to take like matter of seconds to get the drone up and going.
Those actually twist down now too.
Oh.
And that's the only position for them.
They don't go up?
They don't go up. They don't swivel. They don't go up. They have this, and they actually have 2 more behind this plate inside too.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as long as it still keeps connection.
It's a better connection.
I don't care where the antennas go.
Twice as much range.
I'm not going to put your drone to the test. But if DJI wants to send me one, I'll put theirs to the test.
I flew it over the Gulf of America this past weekend.
We ain't going there. We ain't going there. Ezra's got thumbs down. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. We ain't going there.
I did fly it out quite a distance.
Yeah?
I've done the math. I think that the battery life would deplete before you can come back from to the full range and come back.
So by the time you get to the distance in which you'd need to turn around and come back,
you got to drop it.
You'd have to bring the drone back. Okay.
You got to drop it where it is.
That's pretty solid. Also, something that we're going to test out today as well. This will be for the stream. So y'all, I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to see if it's going to work. There's a full-size HDMI on here, which technically means we could go out into our streaming device, which then means we could do a little picture-in-picture while we're flying. So we'll see if we can actually pull that off for you guys today. So other quick little changes. There's like a little rotating dial here. You still have your controls on the back. And overall, this is definitely an improvement to me when it comes to the design. It's just like with the drone, this is a bit thicker. All right, it's a bit thicker. I don't know if Logan's in the chat yet, but I'm sure he's got jokes. This is definitely a bit thicker, and it's maybe won't fit in the same spots that the last controller fit into. And then I did just notice it. You did mention it earlier, but it just reminded me. The power button is actually up on the monitor itself. Now, I will say, I realize that there are bumpers on the actual controller here to protect it in case you drop it. But if this is my device, I'm probably gonna put a screen protector on it. I didn't put a screen protector on the last one because it was a part of the controller, and the whole controller was so much beefier.
Correct.
And the chances of it dropping or something like that happening to it felt very minimal. But this somehow feels more fragile.
It's more it's more prone to getting dropped.
So I would definitely probably.
You're not wrong.
I'd probably think about putting like a tempered glass like thing on here.
Smart.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna be doing that.
So yeah, I would definitely probably do that. Okay, and
one
then,
other thing I want to say about the screen though is that it is 2,000 nits.
It's super bright.
Really, really nice.
I haven't seen it with the drone up, 'cause we're about to put it up here in a second, but like, it was very bright.
I don't know if you've ever used...
The contrast ratio seems better.
It's a very nice screen. Not on the Pro controller for the Cine.
Yeah.
Did you have the gray controller, the regular RC controller, or the black one?
Oh, you're talking about the one that came for the FPV drone?
I don't know if it came for the FPV drone, but it was it was a gray screen or gray controller with a screen built in smaller.
No, I haven't seen that one.
That one, the brightness on that is horrendous. We actually have that drone, the Mavic 3 Pro, with that controller at Hennessy as well.
Yeah.
And I am always finding I'm having to find the shade and hide somewhere because I can't see what's going on a low contrast screen in the middle of. You're outside.
Yeah, always.
It's not built for indoors.
Yeah.
So it needs to have a screen that's really bright and has good contrast and stuff that you can see. So that's one other positive that I've seen with this one is that it is the screen you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're about to put it up and we're gonna find out. I do want to finish what else is in the bag though, because I noticed this is actually something that's a little different. You actually have a little case to keep all of your batteries in. This is such a better charging solution. Like I have for mine, it's like the little dock that you just gotta put them in. And really that just is like designed to sort of like live on a desk somewhere.
Yep.
But this feels like it's actually designed to travel with you. It's got the USB-C built into it. I guess you can press the power button in order to check and see how much battery you have left.
You can use this as a charger.
You can reverse charge?
You can reverse charge.
Oh, bro.
That's what the power is here and what this is for up front.
Bro, I might. So wait, how do you it charges
Big
that way.
charging. They really stepped up their time and the charging is parallel.
So it charges all the batteries at the same time?
It charges all the batteries at the same time.
Bro.
I have been testing the wattage on what it's putting out to these batteries. I have an EcoFlow and I just watch it on there, nothing special. But it is a ton more power to the batteries to charge them a lot quicker, and it charges all the batteries at once.
How long would you say it takes roughly to charge all the batteries full?
I haven't done that. Okay. I can't say. I don't speak where I don't know.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that I haven't drained them all down and built them back up yet. But
okay. That needs to be a test that we do.
I agree.
You should do that and then let me know.
I can
we'll put that in the official video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that's so
so nice.
That is so clutch. You know how many times I've like had to leave for a job and like all 3 batteries are dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's just get one up to like 50%, and then I'll take that one off. I'll let it start charging the next one, and then when I'm flying, I'm just gonna be like fly for like 20 minutes and then swap batteries.
Yep.
This is huge. This will be clutch.
It's huge.
And your EcoFlow will charge all these up?
All that. Oh,
bro,
yeah. Easily.
I might have to switch to EcoFlow.
Yeah, EcoFlow, I think my max wattage is 1,300 watts.
Jeez. All right, so we're going to take a second before we put the drone up. I'm going to hop in the chat, and we're going to answer any questions that you guys have about this drone. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. All right, let's see. What questions? If you guys have any questions about the drone, definitely let me know. So let's see. That drone is a thick boy. You are right, Kevin.
So that's one thing I could hit on real quick as well. That is definitely why I crashed it. I have been flying my Mavic 3 since it came out. I bought it the day it launched. And I have flown it through many situations that are extremely sketchy. I'm very used to that drone. This is a lot heavier and it takes a lot more room to stop at full tilt. The top speed of that drone is actually 56 miles an hour, which I think is 7 or 8 miles an hour more than the Mavic 3.
Wow.
And
you
it's heavier.
You flew it that fast?
Yes.
You're insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I test
you
things.
Chasing a car?
Yeah, I work with fast cars.
I know you work with fast cars.
I work with some fast cars.
Like, bro, just go higher.
Well, I use the telephoto on that a lot, and that's why I actually bought this drone.
Yeah.
Was for the better telephoto stuff, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll test that too.
Yeah.
So you were flying full speed, and then when you tried to come to a stop, did you just come off the controls, or did you try to pull back?
I pull back and I reverse. I pretty
Okay.
much like reverse thrust.
Yeah.
And I hit a building. Yeah,
Straight on?
Yeah. I hit the roof of the building. 100%
Building
no
or house?
30-foot apartment complex.
Holy
And
crap.
it fell 30 feet.
And we're
and
about
it-
to put it back up in the...
Yeah, I flew it around yesterday. It's
Man.
good.
Bro, y'all, wow.
Actually, they have matching spars too.
For the record, if anything happens, he was flying.
I'm used to it.
He said, I'm used to it. All right, does the drone stream too? Kinda. We're gonna run HDMI out of the controller into our streaming device, and I believe we should be able to do a picture-in-picture drone test. So we'll see how that ultimately works. It's our first time trying it, so we'll see. No reason to just kid about that. You know, when it comes to streaming, I'm always gonna try to push it. So we'll see what we can do on that. Homa says, Dan, we'll be at Build. Hopefully we'll see you. Yeah, well, so we are gonna be at Build, which is in New York on Tuesday. We fly in Tuesday. We're gonna literally go straight to the convention center. We're gonna be there for 4 hours, and then we're literally flying straight out. So if you're at Build or you're in New York, show up to Build. It's free. Show up to it and try to find us. We're gonna be live streaming the entire thing, so you guys can literally hop on here and see exactly where we are at any given moment. Find out where we are, and then come hang out with us as we go walk around Build and try to see, you know, all the stuff y'all pretty much tell us to go look at. All right, so we're gonna see if we can give that a shot. Kevin asked the question: will the chargers, battery, controller, and drone be sold all in one kit? It is all sold in one kit. What do they call this kit?
Not the Fly More combo. This is the Creator combo.
Creator combo.
This is the 512 gigabyte compared to the 64 gigabyte and the regular. I'm calling it the regular controller.
Yeah, but it
the
just doesn't have
standard
the-
controller.
It doesn't have the screen built
Correct.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get this entire kit. It comes with the bag, it comes with the controller, it comes with 3 batteries and the charger dock, whatever you want to call it, and then of course the drone, but it does not come with any NDs.
No NDs.
Yeah, and I was looking online, there are very few NDs for this drone right now. I think Polar Pro...
How many drones can you find?
That's true. Well, typically DJI will send the information out to to Polar Pro, Freewell, the big drone filter manufacturers. But even maybe just because they couldn't actually send them, like, because if you're Polar Pro, even if DJI sends you the schematics and you try, you probably want to get your hand on the drone and make sure that it works.
Correct.
And test it with the cameras before it fully comes out. And I'm sure DJI struggled doing that because they already struggled to get this drone in, even for American creators.
Yes.
Like, very, very few creators have actually gotten their hands on this drone and been able to test it.
I have an ND Easter egg for you.
Indie Easter egg?
Do you want to take a look at the front of this drone real quick and zoom in?
What is this?
I found something. So it comes off just like the regular ones where you twist it. All right. Now watch what's hiding here.
What is that pin for?
What do you think these pins would be used for? I think there's going to be an electronic ND
An electronic ND attachment?
attachment. Why else would there be power? I don't know. That's not confirmed. It's just something I saw, and what else would that be used for? It doesn't go to anything on here.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste. I mean, it'd be a waste of space, electronics, and obviously the pins are there for power. So there must be something that they're going to come out with next that you'll be able to attach on here that'll connect to these pins. Something. Oh, yeah, and there's spring. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely sending
There's
power
something.
and electronics. Yeah, ooh,
Yeah.
chat.
Yes.
Electronic NDs on a drone?
That's
Maybe?
huge.
Maybe?
Huge. But yeah, I mean, it goes on there the exact same. I mean, it's the same as the Mavic 3 and the
Screws on there and
yep,
magnetically
has
holds on.
little magnets to hold it on, but
All right, so
I have that coming in.
Okay, so let's take
Yeah.
a look at this. So Polar Pro looks like they have come out with a set of NDs. They're about they're normally $130. Right now they're $100. No reviews on it, as you probably imagine.
It's pre-order. I have
and-
my stuff coming in, but it's all pre-order right now.
Yeah, and so it's 100% pre-order. So if you guys I don't know if you guys can get this drone. Polar Pro does have a little something for you. All right, are you ready to try to put this thing up in the air?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Okay. I've
already crashed it once.
I'm just saying, on record. I don't want to be held responsible. I want you looking at me.
We do have a helicopter up right now, kind of above us, so I think
we'll be careful.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
Great. It's under my account. Love this.
All right, let's get ready to run this. What's up, David? Good to see you in here. I appreciate that comment. That's nice. Kevin asks, is he saying that it will have 512 gigabytes of memory on board of the drone? Also, can you show us if there's a micro SD card slot? So there is a micro SD card slot. You just sort of lift up this little tail. It's almost like changing a diaper. You just sort of lift that up, and you've got a USB-C port back there. You also have a micro SD card slot, but 12 gigabytes of onboard storage on this drone. Now, on my Mavic 3 Cine, stream is down. Did it like go out, or is it just the image?
Just the image.
Yeah.
Okay. So with my Mavic 3 Cine, I have a terabyte of internal storage. I have never put a micro SD card into my drone. And if I'm being honest, the only time I ever got close to filling up the terabyte, I was being incredibly lazy. I was not deleting anything. And then one day I got on there and I realized I only had like 100 gigs left. And so then I just deleted a bunch of stuff that was like super old, and then I was fine. So realistically, it's got 512 internal. I look at a micro SD card as maybe a backup. You could possibly put one in there if you wanted to, but I don't think you have to. So there you go. And then also there is a micro SD card slot on the controller as well. And I can speak from experience with another drone that I had. Do that if you can, because if you're ever in a situation where the drone is gone and you ain't getting it back, flying over water maybe, at least you'll have your footage from the actual SD on the controller. All right, let's see. We going out of the controller into the stream? Yes, Rylan, we're gonna attempt it right now. So I gotta set up a few things to see if we can maybe make that work. I got a good feeling we're gonna be able to do it. We're gonna set up, by the way, if y'all, I don't even think I mentioned this. Ezreal is actually holding the camera right now, guys. Ezreal is here, and he is operating camera. He just got into Houston, and so he's holding the camera. So I'm gonna get ready to try to set up this for a moment. While I do this, Ezreal, let's lose the backpack. If you wanna get some, let's just do some beauty shots of the actual drone. Are you still recording on the camera?
Recording stopped.
Okay. All right, so just go ahead and start recording again, and just go ahead and start doing that, and I'll get the HDMI set up so we can try to do this. So
Yeah,
hit
I'm excited to
record
try
so
this.
we can get some beautiful B-roll. And if you can record on the camera too, that'd be great.
Yeah, only thing I gotta say is just make sure you know it's heavier and that it takes a lot longer to stop. I know that one from experience.
I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious than you. Also, because it's not my drone.
That's fair.
And I don't want to. I don't need you calling me like, yeah, so you broke the drone. You got any contacts at DJI? Because trust me, if I had contacts that would send me one, I'd have one.
Yeah.
So my contacts at DJI are not sending out anything right now.
So I mean, yeah, as you were saying about the fast flying and the going up higher and taking a more telephoto shot.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I bought this drone.
For the improved telephoto.
That was my main reason for buying this drone.
Yeah, because I will say on the 3, the telephoto lens was unusable.
Unusable.
I never used it.
Yeah.
Like when I first got it, I tested it, showed it off in I think an Instagram reel, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Because outside of that, it was so bad, it looked creepy.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you just look like a stalker.
Yes.
Like all the footage looked like, I mean, like maybe if you're making a movie about a stalker,
maybe
it
it'll
could
fit.
work.
There you go. That's the only situation.
that's
but,
the only situation where
I mean,
it
they
would
didn't
work.
even call it anything other than explore mode because you couldn't use it.
Explore
it was
how
unusable.
bad it is.
Exactly.
All right. Can the drone do my laundry for me? It cannot, Kevin. It cannot do your laundry, but you could possibly get a job using the drone, take that money, and then go take your clothes to the cleaners. So, you know, I'm a problem solver. I'm always just trying to do my best to help y'all out. All right, so let's see if we can figure this out. Ezreal, I'm gonna need you near me, probably about, I don't know where I need you. Let's put you, let's have you sit next to me. We'll
How
keep
do
the,
we turn off recording on the microphone?
oh, you just press that button again. Cool. All right, is the drone on? No, I turned it off. All right, we'll keep it off for a second. I'm gonna try to do this today. We've got the controller. Video's out.
Yep.
All right, this R3 is driving me crazy, y'all. It's the micro HDMI. I have made this comment so many times. I know Canon's already fixed it, but to put a micro HDMI cable on a $6,000 camera is ridiculous. It is a ridiculous thing. All right, so I've got the HDMI here. We're going in. We're gonna plug that in. It's upside down. Flip it.
One thing I did notice during this setup process is that there is a way to switch it from a screen mode through the HDMI to a straight transmission.
Oh, like to a clean feed?
Correct.
Okay, I don't think I want a clean feed yet because I want them to see all the
Everything
stuff.
that's going on.
Yeah.
We are getting signal.
We are getting signal? Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna pull my device out really quick and I'm gonna see if I can't set up a picture-in-picture. Just let it lean right there. All right, so guys, I'm gonna set you guys up with a nice little picture-in-picture, I think. Let's see if we can't do this. All right, chat.
Where are they?
Boom, chat, look at that. Picture in picture, we got the drone camera coming through. Stream is looking a little choppy. Let me see, y'all let me know if it's looking choppy to y'all. Looks like we're not dropping frames, but we're coming in at like 13 frames per second.
And then do you have a battery for the
All right, audio coming in. Am I on HDMI 1?
Yeah.
Cool, so chat, let me know. Are y'all hearing me now? Chat, let me know if y'all are hearing me now.
Can you unplug this?
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You want to unplug this?
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, it's so I know what's
Audio's
happening
good?
here. Audio is good. It's getting choppy when we do picture in picture. So chat, when we go picture in picture, it's gonna get a little choppy. And this is once I get rid of it, it's you know it's back smooth. So learning a little bit about where the limitations are in real time. So I'm gonna just try to make sure that we make it clear.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, every time we go picture in picture, for whatever reason, it does seem to get a little choppy. Yeah, Chandler says I'm hearing you. Yeah, you're hearing me now because I just got the audio turned on. And all right, so we're gonna get ready to put this puppy up in the sky. So this is my first time flying this drone. You mind clearing an
Yeah, I got
area
it.
for me here so we can take off? You can just slide the bag down. Yeah, there you go. That's good. We'll slide the 3 down too. All right, y'all. So let me go through the settings on this drone really quick. So let's see where we are. You want to come sit next to me and show me what I'm doing?
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
I haven't. This menu is a little different.
It's not too different.
So I'm in. All right. So I'm in video mode.
Yep, there you go.
Do you have a correction LUT that we can throw on here?
Yeah, so that's what I found is easiest is just to do it through here.
Okay.
And color display assist.
Perfect.
And you can either use D-Log M or D-Log.
just use regular D-Log,
This
it's
is
fine.
all I is the closest compression ratio and codec to ProRes. And
okay.
so that's what I use. It is a lot larger of a file. There's a lot less compression.
Okay.
The color, as we were talking about, I haven't been able to push it as far as the ProRes though.
Okay. That's gonna be a little bit of a bummer, but we'll make it work. All right. So chat, we're gonna go picture in picture here in a second. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I flip it the other way. If it's less annoying for you guys. So I'm gonna do that one, and then we'll do that one, and I'll say done. All right. So now we're small, and the actual drone is big. So y'all, I mean, what y'all want to see is coming from the drone anyway. So, are you clear?
I'm clear. I'm good.
All right. We are
Take off.
manually flying this sucker. All right, we're going up.
Hold point updated.
All right, so initial thoughts.
You do got it in sport mode at the moment.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
It's a lot heavier.
Yeah, you come off the sticks. You better come off.
floating.
You better come off the sticks early.
Yeah. And it drops like a brick. If you're in sport mode, it will drop like a brick.
Oh, we definitely don't want that. But it is. I mean, it's definitely got way more torque.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the takeoff is much faster. It's pretty controlled on the drop right now. I'm in neutral mode, and y'all can kind of see the shots that I'm getting over here. I know it's a little choppy, chat, so let me see if I can just give y'all just the frame. I mean, y'all don't necessarily need to see my mug anyway. Y'all can see that frame coming through. Oh yeah, yeah, we're live streaming a drone shot. Bro, this
That's
is a
awesome.
first.
This is awesome.
This is a first. And this shot of Houston right now looks clean. All right, I'm gonna start playing around getting some shots. Am I constantly getting a camera feed of what's down?
So because it's LiDAR, it technically is taking a small, really bad video feed. And so whatever direction the drone is flying, it will change to that sensor and to that LiDAR. So if you're flying straight, it will show you what's in front of you or what's
dude.
behind you, to your left and right, underneath and above. So actually it doesn't show above you, but it will show you if you're doing if you're doing like a dolly shot,
Yeah.
you will be able to see around you during that situation.
Okay, chat. So
Huge.
if y'all didn't catch that, when I switch back to the drone view, check the bottom right corner. There's like a little black and white image, which is the LiDAR view from the drone. So now you can actually see what's around the drone when you're flying. You know, like sometimes you'll be like flying to the right, but the drone's looking forward, so you can't see what's to your right. So you're like, God, I hope I don't hit a tree. God, I hope I don't hit a tree. Now you can see if a tree is on its way. That's pretty fire.
Huge.
That's pretty fire. And since
Huge.
it automatically switches based off the direction you're flying, you ain't gotta think about it. That's pretty fire. That actually,
Yeah.
that alone might be worth the
It's really
upgrade.
cool.
I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
really cool.
That's fire. All right, so let me show y'all. Let's take a look at the drone shot. We're in Houston, so I'm about to record my first shot in Houston.
Another thing to talk about is this is a 6K drone.
Oh, is it 6K?
It's a 6K drone. I think
Oh yeah, we're
you're
in 6K
24 right now.
Wow, bro. Dude, this screen is so clear.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was trying to tell you is the screen is so bright and the contrast is good, the saturation is good. Everything is where it needs to be. I think with the screen, it is really, really, really helpful to have a really good screen for a drone.
Bro.
Especially if you're under the sun, you're midday, sun's beating down on you, you don't have a tent or something. it's
Bro,
really
this
nice to
is
have a good
so
screen.
Fire. Bro, these shots are so clean. Yo, I love flying drones. I love flying drones.
I always compare it to an RC car for the sky.
Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all are getting such a good view of Houston right now. And the freeway looks good because it's a Saturday and it's not full of traffic.
Yep.
So you actually get some good motion on there.
And it's not raining right now.
Right, bro. I thought we were gonna have to cancel because of the rain, but it actually held off pretty good. All right, so right now, as far as exposure and everything, we have everything set to auto. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into pro and let's play around with some settings. So when you're in D-Log, the lowest ISO you can shoot in is 800. And then because we don't have any ND, I'm just gonna stop us down to like a F11. I will say it does look like it does take the aperture a little bit longer, but the base ISO is 800, and so that's where we're gonna sit at.
So you do got a plane coming.
Yeah, so we're getting some information. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the drone down because we are getting a flight that's gonna be coming over. We are in a safe area, but we wanna obviously be super safe.
Yeah, I mean we have full.
Oh, it's a helicopter.
Oh, it is a helicopter right there.
Yeah, he's coming in. So
Yep.
we're gonna be smart.
We're right
bring
here.
This sucker down.
Yeah, we're gonna be smart and just bring it right here.
Bro, this drone is so vocal. It's like, hey, fly with caution.
That is a police helicopter as well. We got
yeah,
the precinct right here.
We're gonna be smart today. You're like, what are you doing? Nothing. Yeah, up there, that's your job.
Yeah.
We're gonna chill right down here and show off these skateboarders.
So I don't know if the other controllers don't do it with the screen built in, but on the Mavic 3 Cine as well, that one also gave you live notifications of what's flying around you. But I really like that feature in it as well. It just keeps things another, added security.
Yeah. All right, so flying to the right, this is great because there is a tree that's pretty close, but it looks like it's telling me I am not near that tree. I'm trusting
You can
it.
also manually do your LiDAR.
The way I am trusting this thing right now, oh, it's stopping me. I must be closer to that tree than I thought. I'm not going to be the guy who...
I mean, you can also manually check what's behind you.
I got to see where that tree at, bro. Let me turn around. Oh, I'm above it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to be safe.
Do you want to do a test?
What kind of test?
A sensor test?
What you talking about?
Fly it towards a tree on purpose.
Yo, this man is crazy. This man's crazy. I mean,
if we're close to the ground, you're a foot off the ground, you go towards that pole,
You want me to fly your drone into a tree?
Maybe not the top of the tree, but if you want to go towards like the trunk, a foot off the ground or something, yeah, go for it.
This man's crazy. Y'all, this man's insane. All right, there's a tree directly in front of me.
Yeah, just go slow and...
Y'all can see it. I'm not on camera. We don't know who's flying this drone. I'm definitely flying the drone. All right, you ready?
We're on normal mode, sensors are on.
Yeah, let's see if it stops us.
It should actually bypass. I have it set to bypass.
Bypass what?
It should take its own route around the tree. Maybe not. All right. I guess not.
Back it up again? It definitely stops.
Let's turn on bypass.
All right, so we're going to go into the
safety.
settings.
Oh, it was on bypass.
It is, maybe because I went in so slow.
And also on the other side of the tree, there's
another tree?
Yeah, so do it a little bit closer towards us. Or
Okay.
yeah, at the base.
All right, let's see what happens. Y'all, this man is brave. This man is brave.
Well, I mean, you gotta put it through situations to know, right? So that's the way I see it.
Oh, it definitely just bypassed it.
Yeah.
I did not pull it to the side. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, you brave. You wild brave.
Well, again, same thing with my car. I have a car that I've heavily modified. And after the shop, whenever they give it back to me, I'll let it warm up and then I'll go rip it. And I'll make sure that in this situation, it's gonna do what I want it to do, right?
Bro, it does not bypass by much.
No, it doesn't.
Chat.
I just saw that.
Chat. Hold on. Chat. Look at my face. Look at my face. This drone.
It was
this
a
drone
couple
is
inches.
It is not bypassing by very much.
Yeah, it's not.
It is. I thought it was still gonna hit. It bypassed. It did exactly what it said it was gonna do, but in no way did I have confidence that it was gonna do what it said it did. I watched it happen. I still don't have confidence that it's gonna do what it says it's gonna do.
Especially at full speed, I don't know about it, but
Yeah, at full speed, you
I
might
don't know.
you might be bypassing your
couple
insurance.
$1,000, yeah.
You're gonna be bypassing your insurance to get another drone. But it is cool that it did technically do what it said it was gonna do. Oh, we got questions coming in? Oh, okay, hold on, let's go to chat real quick. All right, here, I'm gonna put the drone in your hand for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can
Talk
hit
to
up
chat.
Yeah, all right. All right, chat, so let's see what questions we got. So cool. It's like a video game. It does feel like a video game, Kevin. It also feels slightly illegal. It's not, but it feels that way. Is the plastic still on? No, we took the plastic off technically. And we took a little bit of extra plastic off of it when he crashed it the first time, so that's fine. Create a Fam live news chopper. Oh my gosh, that would be so dope. Could y'all imagine? Oh, could y'all imagine? David says, I want a drone, but the restrictions and noise have kept me from getting one. You know, the noise on this one is not that bad. I definitely remember flying drones, and like when you would take off, everybody within like a 20-yard radius would hear it like buzz up and take off and land. No one around really hears it. Oh, dude, this shot is beautiful. Hold on, let me let y'all see.
Yeah, I wish that
shot.
picture-in-picture worked well.
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all see the drone. Y'all can just listen to my voice. Machine Soul is in here. He said, Blake, my boy.
That's my boy.
Let's
Steady
see.
came up.
Oh, what's up, yo? Jeremy says, I get live air traffic notifications all the time on my Air 3, annoying AF when I'm flying close to the airport. So we're not near an airport, but there is a precinct that's nearby. There's a hospital that's nearby, and so there's quite a few helicopters that fly in this general area. Also, Houston has a helicopter called Fox. It's literally just in the air at all times looking for like if a stolen vehicle or cops on a pursuit or anything like that. So you do kind of have to just be cautious when you're flying around Houston. But it is pretty sick. Question came in from Kevin. Is the video footage compressed for streaming? Probably. I mean, what I'm seeing on here does look a little bit worse than what we're getting on the actual screen. I'm not sure what the HDMI out is on the actual controller. It typically is not 4K. It's probably like 1080p. So you guys are probably not able to see it in full resolution. That might be a setting.
No, I'm looking at it. I only see the live view and the screen monitoring for output, but I do not know. That's a good question.
Yeah, so I'll probably, I mean, if one of y'all want to Google it and find out like what the HDMI out signal is coming out of the controller, that'd be really sick if you could throw that in the chat. He says, I hope he doesn't try that with a Tesla. Let's see if it'll avoid hitting a car.
Oh, I would.
Well.
I would.
He would try it probably with somebody else's Tesla.
Exactly.
And then, can we see the zoom in focal length? Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
All right, so actually, can we go
can
back to where you got the kayak people? Where are they at?
They should be down there. You can find them.
Yeah, let's see if we can find them. And then let's also go ahead and switch cameras. So first, let's see if we can find them first. It'll be easier to find. Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, it should be right below.
Okay, so we're pretty high up. Let's go ahead and switch in. Are you doing all right? Okay, cool. I know you've been holding that camera for a while.
So I wouldn't do it that way anymore.
Don't do explore anymore?
I would just do it straight right there.
What do you mean? Just
Right here, 1, 2, 6.
Oh, okay, so it's like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all can see on the far right, it's literally like an iPhone. I'm gonna go to 6. Holy crap. All right, so what y'all are looking at right now is the 6X. And my initial thoughts, are we rolling on camera? My initial thoughts. Camera is not on stream, but are you recording in camera? Okay, that's all I care about. My initial thoughts is it is significantly softer. Definitely more usable than the last one. I'm gonna speed on this so I can have these shots. So definitely more usable than the last zoom, but it is still a bit softer than the main sensor. Do you know if this sensor is also 6K?
It is not.
It's 4K.
Both of the telephoto lenses are 4K, whereas the one big micro four thirds is the only 6K. Everything else is 4K, so that could be why.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Between the size of the sensor and the resolution of the sensor, you can definitely see that it is a bit softer, but you are still getting that compression from the telephoto lens, which I do like a lot.
And I think the question was actually the speeds of the different lenses. The large micro four thirds lens is actually the only one that's a 2.0, which is awesome for drones. I think it's the only one outside of the Inspire series with the lenses on there that is a 2.0. The other two speeds are 2.8 again.
Chat. So now what you're looking at is the 2.5x telephoto lens, which still allows you to get in pretty close. And again, yeah, you can see it is a tad bit softer. But if you're trying to zoom in, it's definitely better to go this way than to shoot on the normal sensor and then try to crop in post. Because now what you're looking at is the regular main sensor. Bro, I would have to turn those chimes off.
I agree.
Those things are annoying. Is that H telling me that there's a helicopter in that direction?
No, that is your home location.
Oh, okay.
So that's just the direction that your home point is set up.
I will say, it is cool having all these new things on the actual screen, but the screen's starting to get a little cluttered, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it on here, but like between the LiDAR and the map in the bottom left, the LiDAR on the right, the home location thing popping up, the chimes happening, there's a lot going on with this drone. Maybe it's to keep you locked in, because I mean, you'll never forget that you have you won't like get distracted.
Exactly.
With all this stuff on here.
Exactly.
But,
I mean, if it's still a lot, you can still bring them down. I mean, you can still.
Oh, you can get rid of it.
It's actually this one right here, I believe.
Oh, that just
Oh,
moves
that
it.
moves it over there.
Okay, so I mean.
Oh, well, now it's gone.
Now it's gone. I didn't mean to do that. Come back. Come back.
We're figuring this out.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, now we're.
I can't even see the drone. What is happening? I broke it. I broke it already. Oh wait, okay. Oh, okay, we just tapped. I didn't break it.
Not yet.
I was showing y'all what not to do. So you'll know when you get the drone, you'll know what not to do. But if you just tap on the screen, it'll actually switch back and forth between the LiDAR and the actual drone, and then you can, oh shit, I broke it again. I don't know what I did now. Something else is up there. Oh, now I'm just swiping through stuff.
Let's see here if we can get that LiDAR back, because that is nice.
The LiDAR is very nice. Oh, tap and hold.
Oh.
Tap and hold.
Look
See,
at that.
again, trying to show y'all what not to do, you know? But you can tap and hold, and you can move it around the screen to where you want it. You can even put it up. I didn't know if you could really do that, but you can. You can put it up there. Look at that.
I didn't know either until I just tried it.
Look at that. See? We're professionals. Get with it. Get with it, chat. Be a professional. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the drone. And I hear some skateboarders. Oh, look, there's people out there in the field. So let's go ahead and bring it down.
One thing I do like about the telephoto is it's a lot less invasive. And for drones, I think that's a really large concern for most drone pilots is to be invasive.
Or to not be invasive.
To not be invasive, correct.
Yeah. Bro, I'm liking this telephoto. Holy crap, where's my shot? Where's the shot? Okay, so one thing I just learned is the framing is definitely different, right? So chat, if you are gonna shoot with the wide and you frame something up center and then you switch to the 6K, just know that your frame is very different because of the placement of where the actual camera is on the drone. But I think I'm gonna be able to get a pretty sick shot here. I'm gonna try to slide to the right with all this stuff in the foreground. Dude, this is gonna be so much fun to play with later.
One thing I've also noticed with this new controller and this giant screen on here is battery life of the controller itself.
Does it die much faster?
It does die faster. I don't know by how much, but I have noticed it for sure that it does die a lot quicker.
It's chiming literally every time.
Everything that, yeah.
Hey, look, he's waving at the drone. How the heck can he see us from that far away?
Did he really?
Yeah, he just waved at the drone. I'm on the 6X. There's no way he's waving at us.
Yeah, there's no way he's waving at us.
He's got to be waving at somebody else. I will say, if you know that we're shooting you on a drone, y'all should be playing volleyball much better than this.
You guys got any questions for me? Might as well ask
Oh
them.
yeah, if y'all got questions, throw them in the chat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll go
I'm
ahead
just having
and-
fun now.
Nico's in the chat.
I seem,
Nika
you
in
seem
the
to
chat.
recall. Yep.
So sorry, Nika. We are IRL streaming, so I cannot press the button. I would though. I would press the button if I could press the button, but I genuinely can't. Kevin, I can't press the button. I don't have the button. We're IRL streaming right now. I gotta figure. That would be super sick if I could figure that out. Let's see. Jeremy asked. You have the question?
Yeah, I see it.
You can read it.
I seem to recall you guys need to stop recording to change optical focus lengths. Yes, you
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
do. Unfortunately, you do have to stop to change to the different lenses. I mean, it's a new lens, right? So I mean, it's you got to think of it as swapping your lens on your camera. I mean, I don't think there's any benefit
This is easier
to it.
than that, though.
Oh,
bro.
100%.
This is like shooting. It's literally the way you should think about it, Jeremy. It's like shooting on an iPhone, because that's what it feels like right now. Like even the way it's all laid out feels like shooting on an iPhone. Just like on your iPhone when you're shooting in the 1X camera, bro, the 1X camera is better. I'm sorry. You feel like the telephoto lens is good, and then you switch back to that 1X.
Yeah.
I know it's compressing it, so y'all can't fully see it, but chat,
It's all there.
it's so much better. The quality, the sharpness, is so much better.
You were asking about digital zoom. It still does have digital zoom on it. Obviously, once you start playing
look
with
at that.
digital zoom, though, it does lose a lot of quality.
So I'll show you what you can do. You can pinch to zoom to do your digital zoom, but if you're on the 1X camera, it'll only take you up to 2.5, and it'll stop you there, because that's really where you should switch to the 2.5. And then, because I'm a professional, I know this and I haven't tested it, I should be able to zoom to 6, see, because I'm a professional, I knew that. And then when you go to 6, then you can actually zoom even further. No, I lied, okay. I thought you could, but you can't. Whoa, I'm tracking something. Don't do that. Stop tracking.
You can track.
You can
You couldn't
drag
before.
and track.
You
That-
couldn't before.
You could.
Could you not? Or could you?
Oh, on the
telephoto lens.
No, yeah, you couldn't, but you can now with this one.
Correct.
That is actually pretty sick, and I've seen some pretty cool shots of that. All right, so let's get over some water.
What is the battery life of the drone? It's a small improvement. I think that the Mavic 3 was 48 minutes. This one is 51. So it's not a drastic improvement, but it's something, and I'll take any minute that I can get up in the air.
Oh yeah, or just an extra minute to get the drone back in time.
Yes.
That's normally where, because I'm normally pushing it. I'm like, it's beeping at me at like 15%, 10%, and I'm like, just let me get the shot. Sorry, a bug just like flew in my ear.
I got another question. Where is the accelerometer? Actually, it does have one. I believe if I click this, no. That is still direction. I do know that you have a small accelerometer on the LiDAR. It's that small, the yellow line that is pointed in whatever direction. That is somewhat of an accelerator, I guess, accelerometer. Other than that, I don't think it has one anymore. You're still on
Dude,
us,
you know
by
what
the
else
way.
I just noticed? Chat, I'm gonna pull up the screen so y'all can see this. Underneath the record button, when I'm recording something, you will see a little microphone. I think it's actually
Yes.
recording from the controller. And the benefit there with it recording is that like, you can almost give yourself like audio notes.
Correct.
And if you've ever been in like a situation, like this will happen with me with like real estate agents, where I'm getting a shot from the drone and the realtor has a mic on, I'm recording the audio on the mic and the drone's capturing, but then I just gotta manually try to sync that up in post. Now you could actually do a clap sync with the controller and their microphone, have a sync point, and then when you need to sync it up later in post, it's so much easier. That's actually super clutch. If you fly drones a lot and you're trying to do like talking videos with the drone, that's gonna come in handy so much. You want to go ahead and keep going through comments?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you can pull up any comments that you see.
So there are different lenses.
They're just looking at the drone right now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can keep on flying and just playing around with it.
Yeah.
So there are different lenses on the different cameras on it. Yes and no. There are different lenses built into the one camera. You can only use one at a time. So it has 3 different lenses. It has a 1x, the 6K. You can do the 2.5x, a 4K, and then a 6X, which is another 4K camera. On the Mavic 3 Cine that I had, I know that there was a Pro version. I've never actually had the Mavic 3 Pro, but on the Cine it was only a 7X, but that 7X was absolutely unusable. So I'm really happy just to have other focal, not focal lengths, but I guess other zooms.
Yeah.
Other zooms to be playing with. I really love playing with the compression and movement up in the sky with buildings and stuff in Houston, where I just fly next to them and I get that really cool compression and parallax look too.
I'm gonna get so for y'all, so y'all can know, this is literally my first time flying the drone. It is not my drone, so I'm being very cautious right now. That will change soon.
That will
By the way,
soon.
what's good? Everybody, you guys can now actually see us. We're on the 6x zoom. And so y'all can actually see, oh man, that is harder to keep frame.
Yes.
That is,
But that's what the tracking's for.
Okay. All right, so let's try a little tracking action here. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna say, well, hold on, let's both look at the drone real quick. All right, so y'all can see right now, it is super compressed, I can see that. The drone has put a yellow box around his face. It has not put a yellow box around my face. Now, I'm not saying that the drone is racist, but I am saying it did lock onto him and it did not lock onto me. And that seems to be a, let's see if we get closer. All right, we got closer. Did I get a box? I got a box, chat.
There you go.
It thought I was a shadow for a minute. All right, there we go. All right, the drone is not racist. All right, here we go. So if I tap that box, nothing happens. All right, I'm gonna track myself. All right, we are tracking me right now. Oh, I was already recording.
Listen to the drone real quick. Appreciate how big that is.
That is really quiet.
And how quiet it is.
It's like super quiet, chat.
That is really quiet, actually.
That's actually, yeah, I mean, I've got my mic on, so y'all should be able to hear. Oh, you got, if you're tracking and you're in a certain camera, you have to stop tracking, then you can switch cameras. So you guys can see, that's the 1X right there. Dang, it likes you, man. It gave you another box.
He knows who his owner is.
What the hell, DJI? I'm your
He knows
daddy
who
now.
feeds them.
I'm your daddy now. All right, so the drone is very close to us. Let's see if you can actually, let's show, I'm gonna go back to the main camera. So show where the drone is and then kind of whip to us so they can see. So go wide. So we're right here, drone's right here. The drone is like, I mean, don't hit me now, but the drone is very close. And if y'all can pick up on our mics, it is super quiet.
I can hold a conversation with you, no problem.
Yeah, like it's not loud at all.
Yeah.
That's actually really crazy how quiet that really is. That's actually really insane.
So you did miss this one sensor over here on the arm.
Oh, there are sensors. Wait, why does that have a sensor on the arm?
That's the LiDAR.
Oh, so that's giving the LiDAR
The
front view camera.
Front view.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. All right, that's a weird shot. Luckily, that's not on stream. So let's do this. I want to do something with this with the 6x. So I'm gonna back it up a little bit. We're gonna go 6x in. Dang, weird again.
Oh man.
Yeah, just a straight crotch shot. It's not on stream though, so we're good.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that to you on stream.
You couldn't find anything anyways on 6X.
You are gonna fit in perfectly on stream. All right, so I'm tracking myself, on the 6X, and we are going to slowly pull back and see how good of a job it does. This should be a fairly difficult shot to pull off, and I am...
It's still jittery.
Yeah, it's a little jittery at first, but once you get a little bit away, that's actually like pretty stellar. Chat, I know that may not be super impressive, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stop recording, I'm gonna stop tracking, and then I'm gonna show you guys how far away the drone is right now on the 1X camera. Dude, stop it.
There we go.
All right, there we go. 1X, look how far away we are, chat. That's what the 6X was doing. It was literally giving us that frame. So y'all just saw us, y'all saw how close the drone was. That 6X looks normal, but literally that's how far away, and it was still tracking even at that distance, which is pretty wild. Yeah, got a question in chat?
Aaron wants to know if we can try the vertical mode.
Ooh,
Yeah, we haven't even talked about
we
that
have
yet.
not even talked about the vertical mode. Okay, yeah, so let's, bro, how do you do that? Do I just turn this?
You turn it, just like the Osmo. Other way. Done.
Bro, we did it. Oh my gosh, hold on, chat. Hold on, I gotta show you. Chat, check this out. So if you wanna go into vertical mode, you literally just whoop, and then the camera turns and now you're shooting vertical. Look at us, we are professional Instagram shooters.
Yeah, it kind of hurts my heart that this is even a thing.
It doesn't, because this looks perfect for buildings. Look at this, that building looks better.
Yeah.
This is a better frame. Welcome to the future. The future is vertical. I'm just kidding.
The one thing I will say that is a huge negative, though, is that you can only tilt down so far just because of the orientation of where the gimbal attaches on the body.
Bro, this is... Oh, this is not good, chat. Chat, hold on, let me show you all the actual frame. So now we are shooting vertically, which this is actually pretty cool because it's actually putting out a vertical frame to our to the live stream. But chat, I was like pretty much on the, like, I pretty much had it in my mind. I'm nervous about which way to turn it. That I'm not gonna need this. Like, this is gonna be cool, but like,
It felt gimmicky.
it all felt very gimmicky. Dang, this is not gimmicky. This drone is actually pretty legit. Sorry, so let me see. Let me. I got the drone just up in the air right now. I hate vertical video so much. I get it, Ron.
We all do.
I get it, Ron.
We all do.
But vertical video has paid me more than horizontal video has, if I'm being 100%. It seems like the drone can move really fast. Can you test? All right.
Go
You
for it.
ready to fly?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna fly back towards us though. All right, so let's go.
Now you are in normal mode.
I know.
Yeah, there you go.
We finna hit sports mode, chat.
Oh shit, here we go.
All right, chat. So look, on the controller, you've got 3 different modes. You have C for cine, N for normal, and then S for sport. If you want to fly as fast as you can, you throw it in sport. We're gonna throw it in sport, and we're gonna fly, y'all. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit, not too much, because like I want to get it low enough where y'all can actually appreciate the speed. Because like the only way to really appreciate the speed is to like be able to have something to, you know, sort of see in the foreground that's actually moving. So we're gonna fly over these trees really, really fast. I'm just getting to a good altitude where we're safe, because safety first. And now,
You know what we could do for your people also is probably put this in... No. Imperial? Is that what we're in?
I don't know, bro.
For miles an hour and stuff down
Oh,
here?
okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, chat. We put it in sports mode, chat. Y'all saw it on the screen. Bro,
And we do have a tailwind, so we'll go fast.
I am sorry for whatever happens next.
Oh, Jesus. There goes
All
my
right.
entire
Yeah,
trust.
here we go. We are up to 35. Dang! Bro. Oh, that
moving.
should be illegal. Holy crap. Chat, we moving.
51.
50 miles an
I
hour.
saw 51 on 52.
52? Holy crap. Chat. Y'all can see the numbers at the bottom. Chat. Bro. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's genuinely insane, bro. We still flying.
Yeah, like I was saying, the transmission is 30 kilometers or 18
Bro, we're
miles.
moving so fast, the GPS is behind. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
Why did we do that? Why did we do that? That was a bad idea. The battery level's low, and now we're so far away. Get back here. We're in sports mode, and I'm working on it. What is it doing?
You can cancel.
Oh.
So actually, it has a smart return to home mode now,
I don't be trusting these drones.
where it doesn't have to be on GPS because of the LiDAR system.
Oh, dang.
Low battery.
I'm aware. I'm working on it. Why are you so aggressive? Will you stop it? The drone is so aggressive, y'all. She has a lot of sass.
She's very needy.
She's a sassy girl.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this back home because we have 15%. I will say, I thought the battery life was doing pretty well. We threw it in sports mode and started flying 50 miles an hour.
Mad.
And it started dropping fast. All right, we're close. We're here. All right, I'm going to come off the throttle now.
Look at how long that took.
Wow.
You see what I was saying? Do you see
Yeah.
why I hit a building?
So, well, I'm never going to be like, yeah, I see why you hit a building. No, hitting a building was a bad decision. But what I will say is the drone definitely flew like an extra 10 yards after I took my hand off of after I took my hands off the sticks. All right, I'm gonna see if I can catch it because that's like kind of my thing.
Me too.
All right. So let's see.
That's what I always do. Just remember how much heavier it is.
Okay.
You have to be a lot more forceful with it.
Like to make it stop?
You can. You got to be a lot more. You got to be out of.
Okay. Get your ass down here.
Oh, I flip it over.
Oh, hell no.
I do the boom.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I don't be doing, not with your drone. Nah.
I do the flip and do the.
Nah, bro. Heck nah. All right, so we're going to do a little battery change on the drone. And I'll take some time to hit up the chat and answer. Dang, my face was like all up in the frame. Let's answer any questions y'all have about the drone. So yeah, I'm looking at chat right now. We got a few minutes. We're gonna do a battery swap on it real quick.
Done.
Oh, battery's already been swapped. All right, so before we fly it, this next time I want to try to get some like actual pretty shots because the sun is almost where I want it to get some shots. This is like one of my favorite places to actually come and shoot because you can get some really good stuff. But Gary, I appreciate that. Yeah, the speed is wicked. When I put it in sports mode, we were at like 28% battery. We dropped to 15 in like less than a minute.
Yeah.
It was like less than 2 minutes before we went from there all the way out there. So sports mode will kill this thing if you're flying it. But granted, we hit 52 miles an hour.
Well, and something that it actually takes into calculation is what mode you're in. So just switching it over to sports mode will also
probably
show you less battery.
It recalibrated.
Correct.
That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. So we probably could have switched it back into normal
mode and it would have
maybe
been
got a
fine.
few more seconds.
Yes.
Okay. So let's take a look. We need a 360 drone. So back in the day, people used to take Phantom 4s because they had the two arms underneath it, and people would hang 360 cameras underneath it. I've seen people attach 360 cameras to FPV drones because you kind of get the, infinite, framing later. But that is a thing, and that would be pretty sick.
I saw a mount for the Mavic 3.
Oh,
where it hung underneath.
Yeah, the only problem though
How do you land?
is you got to catch it, and the battery.
Yeah.
The battery life plummets.
Absolutely.
Like substantially.
Yes.
And I've also heard that it's not a true calibration because the camera was never designed to be able to, or the drone was never designed to calibrate that kind of weight for the battery. So yes, most drones come with one lens, no Pro Vision. The Pro version comes with 3. Yeah, no, you get the Pro, you get the 3 lenses. You had the 3 lenses on the 3 too, so that's not new to DJI. And what is the new drone that has 2 cameras on it? Is it the Air? Does the Air have 2 cameras, I think? DJI has another drone that has 2. You don't have to look it up, it's not that important. Somebody in the chat will figure it out. But they do have a drone that has 2 cameras on it too. That's cheaper. Open gate? Does it have open gate? No. Okay. No open gate.
I wish.
I don't care. What are you gonna put?
Yeah.
On it?
For what?
What are you doing?
For what?
The whole camera flips vertically. What do you need open gate for?
Well, it goes 420 degrees. It goes over 360.
Oh, it does do like some vortex thing, right? We gotta try that.
It's one of those gimmicky things, I feel. But
It
can work in situations, and
I
there's a
ain't
tool in
gonna
your
lie.
toolbox, but
I thought the vertical thing was a gimmick. It looks. Here's the thing. I think this is doing what some Canon cameras do, which is like the R5 Mark II, and the R1 with the new EVF. It looks so good in the EVF that you feel like the image is better. This screen is so good, I feel like the image is better. I don't know if it actually is or not, but I feel like it is. How does it shoot in low light? We out here to find out. I thought 1 meter per second looks fast, but 50 miles per hour is wow. And we were still pretty high. If I flew 50 miles an hour on level so you could actually see the ground passing, it would probably blow your mind how fast it was. We were up pretty high because I didn't want to take a chance. I mean, I know he said I could crash this drone. I'm not in the business of crashing other people's stuff, so I'm still gonna be a little bit cautious.
Appreciate it.
You know, that's just my deal. The drone landed on Brandon because of the X on his shirt. If you know what this X is, you know what it is. You know, you feel me?
Where was mine?
You're what?
Where's my X shirt?
Bro, the way I have to beg for these red shirts, and then I cannot tell people who actually gave them to me.
Oh, man.
Because I'm not saying it officially came from Red either, so I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything.
It just showed up on your porch?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. A stork actually dropped it off.
It was Santa Claus.
No.
No?
Bro, Santa can't even get this shirt.
Oh. Woo!
Only storks can provide this. The Air 3 has 2 cameras. See, I told you.
There we go.
Chat never fails.
I didn't even know that.
Chat never fails. Shout out to you, Aaron. Appreciate you. The Inspire might have open gate since you can put different lenses on it. I don't even think that one has open gate. In my opinion, I honestly thought that the Mavic 3 Pro made the Inspire kind of obsolete. I feel like this drone is doing an even better job at making the Inspire obsolete. The only real reason why you'd really want an Inspire at this point is if you were trying to do telephoto shooting. It almost feels like the difference between, this is gonna sound disrespectful, it almost sounds like the difference between going from an iPhone to like a regular camera. Like I tell most people, you don't need to jump from an iPhone to like a traditional camera unless you wanna start playing with focal lengths, putting different lenses onto a sensor. That is basically the difference between going from a Mavic to an Inspire, is if you are planning on playing with different focal lengths and you want to retain the quality at some of those more telephoto focal lengths, because you're still getting a better sensor, but you can actually put like a 75mm lens on there.
Yeah, I would say that, but I think that the dual operator situations can be really helpful in some it's situational.
Yeah,
for the Inspire 3.
everything is situational.
Yeah, it's a tool in a toolbox.
But the Inspire is also like
$22K out the door.
Yeah. So
I've looked.
Situationally, I ain't spending $22,000 and then throwing it up in the sky. I did put the KX up in the sky, but it wasn't mine. Somebody made a good point. They said the hinges, hold on, let me make sure I read this right. The folding monitor seems like a liability. If the hinges breaks, you're done. So
it's already happened to somebody.
Yes, however,
the breaking point was up here on his. I saw one video where it did break up there. I don't know exactly how it happened, but yes, you are correct about that.
I would say it looks like, so you got 3 screws on the back, which means that if something breaks in the monitor, it looks like the monitor itself could be replaced. So like, let's say for example, you crack the screen. What I always look for is if you crack something or you break something, where could it be repaired? So it looks like the monitor can be taken off here, and so repairs can be done to just the monitor. And then as far as the hinge goes, there's actually 2 more screws right here and right here. So it looks like there's a few points of where it could be repaired. And then of course, you could also just open up the entire unit itself if it breaks kind of here at the bottom. I know I'm just moving this all over the place and you're just having to chase it. Good job, Ezra. But it looks like there are a few spots where you could actually fix it. So, you know,
and to make things worse, DJI will not repair this drone in the United States.
Bro, they barely want to sell it in the United States. That doesn't surprise me at all.
So yeah,
don't be like this guy.
Yeah.
Don't break your drones.
Yeah, don't be like me.
All right, you ready to get some beauty shots?
Yeah, do it.
'Cause,
Do the
sun is-
damn thing.
You want me to take off from the grass?
Yeah.
Hell, let's do it.
Go be a lawnmower.
All right, let's do it, chat. We take it off from the grass.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bro, it's. I think it's quieter than
It
the
is
3.
so quiet.
That's actually probably one of the things that's most. Bro, it flies so smooth
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Like-
to me, it's the same as getting like a heavy handheld
No
setup rather than a
geozone
light one.
nearby. Flight restriction in effect. What happened?
I
Where
guess
am
you
I
were
at?
close to the jail.
Oh, I'm close over downtown.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We good.
Trying to put me on a list.
I mean, as long as it's you and not me,
Jesus.
we'd be okay. You'll be all right. I'll bail you out. I'll call
All
somebody
right,
to
you
bail
heard it
out.
here first
Nah,
on live.
I will call a bail bonds place and you can deal with them. But I'll make the phone call, you know? All right, so let's see what we can do with some footage here. So I'm out of auto. Looks like we're a little underexposed. Let's kind of add a stop or two. And then I really want to play around with this 6X in these buildings. Dang! Why did that happen? All right, so Chad, I just found something out. It's really annoying. If you're in pro mode, your settings apparently do not carry over, which is trash. Also, you have no aperture control on the 6X. So you're gonna be cranking that shutter if you ain't got no NDs like me. Dang,
Yeah.
that kind of sucks.
Can you re-explain?
Yeah. So basically, I was in the 1X camera in pro mode, which means I have full control of the image. And with this drone in particular, you have not only shutter, but you also have ISO and aperture. So you can adjust your exposure that way. When I switched over into the 6X, my exposure was all jacked up. And so I went to go change it, and I quickly realized that I no longer have aperture control. I'm just stuck at a fixed f2.8. And then, so if you don't have NDs, the only real way you can get your exposure right is by cranking your shutter, because the lowest the ISO will go in D-Log is 400. So right now, if you're judging my exposure or you're judging my settings, I don't have NDs and they're not available yet. So looks like we just cranking that shutter. We at 1/500. This is not what I
Yeah,
want.
that is a negative as of now, but like I said, I got the director's edition coming in.
Oh, I'm not judging you for it.
Yeah. But just judging the drone.
Yeah, I'm just making sure everybody knows what you get, bro. That 6X looks sick.
Yeah.
It's a little soft, but bro, that's sick. What's up?
Just take your mic, the transmitter out of your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is he cutting out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro, this is a shot I would never be able to get. Because one, I would never be able to get this close to this building. And two, the last drone sucked at 6X. But this is looking really
Is the person
solid.
branding talking to a YouTuber?
Are you a YouTuber?
No.
You're a real filmmaker.
No. No, I do have a YouTube. I do some stuff here and there. I come from the world of music videos and car-related content. I do work full-time and 9 to 5 in the media department for Hennessy Performance. This is my personal drone, though.
Tell them what Hennessy Performance is.
Yeah, Hennessy Performance is a performance shot for American muscle cars to make fast cars go faster. We put several thousand horsepower into cars, and you know, they're definitely a pinnacle of the performance industry. We've been around since like 1991, and we have a lot of records that we are seeking right now, actually, with our hypercar. We have a car that we built from the ground up that is America's hypercar is what we're calling it, with 2,000 plus horsepower in it, and we're looking to beat Bugatti with some records here in the next 6 months. So it's a fun place to work, a lot of fast cars. I'm a car enthusiast at heart, and yeah, I mean, that's kind of what Hennessy is, but it's a lot of fun.
Bro.
Brandon, we are
Get out of here. On the R3?
Yep.
Okay, if you're gonna do a battery swap, now's a good time because we've got the drone up on stream.
Power down camera first.
I don't care. Oh, are you still recording on the camera?
No.
Oh, okay, then yeah. You can just power it down. We're gonna lose audio for just a second, chat. Because FAA and stuff.
Yeah.
Dang. Chat. Chat. Can y'all hear us? We had to swap batteries on the camera.
That's a rental. That is, I think we're back up, yeah, with audio too.
What's a rental? Who's saying that's a rental?
I don't know. Somebody's saying that's a rental. This is not a rental. Good luck finding one for rent, except on my share grid.
You're renting this?
Why not?
Because it could be broken. What do you mean, why not? There's a million reasons why. How much this drone costs? $4 grand. $5 grand?
5.
5 grand? There's 5,000 reasons why not. I have reckless friends, but I think it's because I'm also a fairly reckless person and we kind of attract each other.
Yeah, it happens. If that does happen, are you able to connect your phone to the controller? Unfortunately, I don't believe so. I have not played with it, but I haven't seen a setting where you can. I haven't seen a setting where you can connect your phone to it, unfortunately. So I think you're going to be SOL at that point.
But you could buy another controller.
Yeah.
You could just buy one of the cheaper controllers and connect it to that controller. You might not be able to buy this controller because I don't think this controller is even being sold by itself yet. But they do have other controllers, and their controllers should be able to connect to this one.
Do you feel like you can carry all of that equipment on a carry-on luggage or backpack?
The drone?
Yes.
Oh, it
Yes.
comes in a carry-on luggage.
Yep. And the batteries are isolated, I believe, to 98
Oh, there you are.
milliwatt hours. So I believe that is on that line of being able to have individual batteries at that size.
All right, how reckless you feeling?
What are we doing?
You see that little grove right there?
Yeah. You want
I say we fly through it
yeah.
and just see what happens.
You got it, or you want me to get it?
I'll do it, but I think you should go over there just in case a person walks out,
I got you.
because I'll be pretty low.
Yeah, I got you. I'll go over there and be security.
All right. I don't see anybody over there right now.
I see somebody coming up the stairs, but I think we're good.
Yeah, you should just guide me. All right, chat. Y'all see this little grove? We have it on the avoidance thing. We're gonna try to fly through there. We are being reckless. He can't hear me, but his mic is still on stream, so I don't know if he's talking, but I'm definitely talking. This man is reckless, y'all. Chat. This man is reckless. All right. But if we're gonna test it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. I got the thumbs up. All right, chat, here we go. Oh, Lord, I better get freaking level with it. Chat, this is so dangerous. Oh, Lord, I feel like I'm going fast. I'm nervous. Whose idea was this? This was a bad idea. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, chat. Oh, Lord, chat. We stuck inside. Oh, my God, we stuck inside, chat. Go up. It won't go up. It won't go anywhere. Oh, Lord, chat. Bro, it's an ugly shot, but we made it through. It's ugly, but we made it. All right, we coming back. Chat, this is crazy. We going back through. If this ugly little thing in there wasn't in the way. All right, I'm just holding the controller forward and I'm seeing what it does. It's currently just stopping. It won't let me go anywhere. Oh, we're going around. We're going around and we're through. That's crazy. Chat, that's crazy.
Will Hall says I have secondhand flying anxiety.
Bro, you have secondhand flying anxiety. This ain't my drone. Chat, that was real. That really just happened. We made it through. I didn't do anything. I just held it forward, and then when it got stuck, I kind of pulled it a little bit to the left, and then it freaking did it all.
You weren't in sport mode?
This is my new live stream camera, chat. I'm gonna just start live streaming like this. Ezra, you're just gonna follow me, all right? Let's do some tracking. Let's do some tracking.
Were you on normal mode there?
Yes.
No way.
That was normal.
That is insane. Go look at that. Because there are vines hanging down and things.
Bro, I was filming the whole thing.
That was insane.
I can't believe that worked.
That's insane.
I can't believe that worked.
Oh my God.
All right, Ezra, you ready to take this on the go? All right, you gotta stay close because we gotta see if this works. So let's see. Let's do some tracking. Let's do some tracking, chat. All right, box on me. All right, we tracking. So we're gonna go for a little bit of a walk and let's just see kind of what happens. So right now,
I think you got to be in active track.
I am
in spotlight, right?
I'm in spotlight, but it's still keeping up with me. Oh, it won't.
You're
leave.
in spotlight mode, yeah.
All right, so if I switch to active track, now it'll fly and keep up with me. So right now we are currently we're doing a little picture-in-picture just so y'all can see it. I know it's a little choppy for the camera, but it is currently tracking with me without any problems. I'm gonna switch to just the drone view just so it's not as choppy, but I'm gonna walk. I'm feeling reckless right now because he is letting me do way more than he should let me do with this drone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He's doing way too much, but I'm good with it. Bro, this is pretty fire. Ezra, keep up. Ezra, keep up. Can Ezra track me better than the drone can track me?
So you realize you can change where it's tracking you on, right?
Yeah, you do the slide up or whatever.
No, let's see here. Go to active track.
This is over there, bro.
That's fine. And you can change where it's at and where it's following you.
So what do
Hit
I do
next.
with this?
Turn all that off, yeah.
How do I do?
Auto. Actually, I haven't even seen that one. I was looking at a different one last time.
Bro, the way this drone is just doing its own thing. Bro, this drone, wild. I can change the altitude. I'm just literally just pulled up on the stick and then pulled down on the stick. And it just changed the whole altitude. Bro, this is my new live stream, y'all. Welcome to the new live stream. This is how it works now. I only live stream with drones because we balling like that. Where's the drone going? What are you doing? Follow me. Come
Yeah, I don't know why it's trying to get behind you.
I think I set it that way.
Yeah?
I don't know how I did it.
Let me see.
I don't know.
I know that there was another way
I'm just pressing buttons, bro.
to track.
All right, chat. Let's see how good this thing is.
You should throw.
I'm about to.
R3 on.
Huh?
You should throw R3 on. You're looking pretty.
I'm looking pretty. Oh, that's. Oh, don't tell Jarrell you said that. All right, chat.
You know what? This was in a
Is this still tracking me?
This was an update. Yeah, it is.
All right. Chat. I'm feeling froggy. I'm feeling froggy. Why is it so far away? Let's see if can you get it closer to me?
It wants to do its own thing.
Don't do your own thing.
Watch out.
What's it doing? What's it doing? Whoa. This is what America. Chinese drone.
It's got you.
It's got me.
It's got you. There we go. Now it's going to orbit you as it's tracking.
What?
It should orbit you now.
So what if I just run straight at it? Oh, that's about to hit a tree, bro.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if it catches it. It caught it.
Oh, no. Bro, I thought that was about to destroy that tree.
That was close. That was
close. That was real close. That was too close. Where is it going?
I need to stop it. Let's stop. Oh, my God.
Bro, it just went over.
I did that. No,
okay.
I controlled that.
Woo.
Yeah, that was going a little bit wild.
Woo.
But I came up over the tree and it already tracked you.
Bro, that's crazy. Are we on this one?
Can you push it?
Yeah. All right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little out of breath. I'm not slow, but dang, that was pretty good. I think the most impressive thing was it definitely should have hit that tree over there.
Yeah. That was moving.
It was moving.
It was moving.
Fast and sideways.
Yeah.
It should have destroyed that tree.
Well, even over here, it should have hit this one on the back.
Yeah.
Like, that was moving.
That's crazy. Chat, I don't know if y'all...
Yeah, that was a little wild.
I was afraid because, like, no people are in danger, but other people are enjoying the park. And if they saw a drone go down...
Yeah, it's usually a spectacle.
It would have definitely messed their day up. Oh, my gosh. This guy is the most carefree with his drone. For real.
I mean, what is it used for, you know? Like, what else are you using your drone for if you're not putting it at risk every now and then, you know?
Right, you know.
The best shots are the riskiest. I mean...
Oh my gosh. Will it circle you while you hit left on the stick while tracking? Yeah, so that's what it was doing. When I was running, it was orbiting around me while I was running, which is why I thought it was going to hit that tree. Because technically, if it kept orbiting, it should have went to the tree, but it like saw the tree or something and like went up and over the tree.
Yeah.
But it was close, y'all.
It's a little too close for comfort, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like even when it goes like past the stuff.
Yeah, it's a little too close for comfort.
It knows where it's at, and it's obviously using the LiDAR, but bro.
Yeah, it's close.
That was too close. I stopped running. You saw me. I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Because I really don't want you to break this drone. Yeah. Although it would be great content. I don't want you to break this drone.
Yeah, I don't want to break it either.
Oh my god.
I only got it on Tuesday and today's what, Saturday?
Yeah. It's already been down once?
Yeah, it's already been down one time too.
This man said people can stalk their ex with that tracking mode.
Oof.
Bro, you could do some damage. You could do some damage for sure.
Yeah, you'll end up on a different list.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
We're not encouraging that.
No.
It's scary what these drones do and will be capable of doing in a few years. Bro, it's scary what they could do right now.
Yeah.
What you talking about in a couple years? Y'all are wild. Oh my gosh. But yeah, man, this drone is actually pretty crazy. Have you been rolling on the R3 at all? Okay, cool. Yeah, constantly. Just keep capturing clips because I'm gonna probably throw it together and put an actual video out on my main channel too. Okay, that's pretty crazy. So let's get some beauty shots. We're getting close to sunset. Sun's getting better, getting closer to where we want it. What are you currently throwing up there?
I'm just doing some sun stuff, so like almost directly at the sun,
so let's
seeing its
see if
highlights.
we can expose closer for the sun, because I feel like from an image standpoint, I'm pretty, like, once the highlights are blown, they're blown, right? You can crank your shutter a little bit if we need to. But I want to really see if you can regain those highlights, or regain those shadows. That's good. That should be good, about 120.
Well, and then even that I think we can go up to 4K. Can we do, we can do 60 on 6K.
I'll be honest with you, I've never put my drone in 60 frames per second.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just feel like you're already so high up and everything's moving so slow anyway. I'm not going to slow it down.
That's fair.
So at least that's the way I've used it. But if you want to try it, we can go for it. I don't care. I just feel like, oh, you're doing that so you can get the proper exposure.
Yeah, just proper shutter speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing.
Oh, cicadas, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's switch it to the drone shot because I want y'all to be able to see this dynamic range, y'all. So I know it's not gonna be like the super clearest thing ever, but like, yo, with that building on the left and the sun just kissing off of it, this is like one of my favorite shots.
Yeah.
I've gotten this shot a few times in Houston, and you never know what you're gonna get with the sunset out here. But like, okay, look, you see the specular hitting off the building there?
Ooh, yep.
Bro.
Does it
Bro.
have more dynamic range than the Mavic 3?
That is a good question. I can look that up real quick and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, everyone's answer, and then they say, Gerald Undone, how much dynamic range does this camera have? And also, what is the rolling shutter?
I'm reviewing this camera.
So freaking fire.
Looks great on stream.
Does it?
Yeah.
Bro, everybody out enjoying the sunset in Houston. Let's crank this,
To ChatGPT, yes, there is more dynamic range. Stated that there's 12.8 stops to 13 stops of dynamic range
and
on
what,
the Cine.
and what does
The Mavic 4 is 14 stops.
oh, so a half a stop.
Yep.
We still gonna crush the shadows. It is outputting a little dark on the stream. So I will tell y'all, from what I can see on the screen, it is brighter and does look a little bit better than what y'all are getting. So definitely make sure y'all keep your eye out. I'm gonna be releasing like a full video, full review on this thing, or not a full review, a first impressions on this thing, where I'll actually be able to upload some of the actual footage, so y'all can actually see like what it really looks like. Bro. Where is my, oh, go away. That's why I'm like, where is my LiDAR? The LiDAR
Oh, so now you're relying on it already.
Oh, bro, I'm already hooked. The LiDAR is clutch.
The LiDAR is really cool. I do like that a lot. Just an added step for security and safety.
Bro, look at all the people in Houston. Bro, this is detail I couldn't even see. This 6X is...
Well, I think you're on the 4K 6X.
All right, so
yeah.
I'm gonna switch to Cine mode. I never really shoot in Cine mode, but with the 6K,
Kinda need it.
6X, I feel like you need it. You kind of need it to slow down and sort of help stabilize. Yeah, the bugs are getting out
Yeah,
here.
bugs are starting to come out.
You hanging in there, Ezra? We know you from California, so you may not be prepared for this.
Oh, I'm leaving with 5 mosquito bites minimum.
Oh, hold on. Let me-
Internal ND, no internal ND, unfortunately, but there could be a potential for a electronic ND on the front of the camera as a filter. I have noticed a couple of pins that are on there that aren't matching up to anything on the, wow, I'm from the car industry, so I was about to say from the stock drone, filter lens or whatever is the camera there, but yeah, it has some pins there, and I'm assuming that's going to be for some sort of electronic ND filter that's going to come in the future. I'm hoping. That'd be amazing. What is this? This is the Mavic 4 Pro.
Brandon's needs what?
This.
It might turn into that if he crashes it.
I might just keep it.
You might crash it on purpose now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, it's broken. I guess I gotta keep it. Damn, that sucks. Like it crashed into my hands.
Oh no. Into the backseat of my car.
Bro, this shot looks so freaking good. Oh my gosh. Bro, I hope this shot holds up in post. The foreground elements.
Renting it is not a bad idea. If the customer does crash it, then the expense is on the customer, correct. With ShareGrid, I have a lot of my stuff insured through my insurance company, as well as ShareGrid will not rent out any of their gear unless there is some sort of insurance program. Just like how Toro rents out cars, they have their own insurance where they can opt into it. It's a few dollars for them during their purchase, and ShareGrid has their own insurance company that will also cover it. The only issue is that good luck finding a replacement.
Bro, I feel like I'm getting shots I shouldn't be allowed to get.
Well, and you're not invasive. I mean,
Yeah, none of these people, I mean, they have no idea.
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah.
creepy. It's kind of creepy. But in a genuine way, they have no idea. And the problem I have about most drone videos that have a lot of drone shots in them is you have one focal length and all the shots look about the same. But I feel like I could put together a drone sequence because there's so many different, look at that, LiDAR. It's like, hey, heads up, there's a tree right next to you.
And it's so slow to pan in the 6X, unfortunately, but yeah. Oh, that one.
Look, there's the tree. It knew. It perfectly knew. It's like a motorcycle meetup happening over there.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, I know y'all can see all these shots I'm getting in real time. They are getting this feed, right? Okay, cool. They are, but like, when I tell y'all, like, just to give y'all context again, that's the 1X. That's where we're shooting from right now. This is diabolical. Bro, let me get on this building real quick. Come on, 6X. Where the building at? Bro, come on.
Yeah, dude, it's so nice.
Come on. Bro. Oh my gosh.
I mean, dude, you're right here, actually.
I
You're
know.
all the way back here.
Bro, look at this.
With the other buildings in the background. That's the kind of shots that I love, where there's a lot of compression going on, and you're able to get these different elements moving.
Yes, at different speeds.
Yeah,
'Cause you have so
exactly.
much
That's the type
compression.
of shot that I love doing. I have a couple in there, in that folder I sent you of that.
Dude.
And you can't get that with anything else. You
No.
have to have a telephoto lens to be able to do this kind of shot.
Bro, this is wild. This was a dangerous meetup. This was probably going to be a very expensive meetup.
Well, good luck finding one.
When I need to be, I can be resourceful.
Understood. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy, chat. Oh my gosh. Dude, I will say the colors are looking a little muddy as we start to get into some lower light situations. We're getting closer to, we're definitely in golden hour right now, and it is definitely starting to get closer to blue hour. I will say the 6X camera is struggling a bit more in these low light environments.
Yeah.
But, chat, this is crazy. This is crazy. I think I'm sold. Damn, this is bad. Let's get a few vertical shots just for the hell of it.
Oh, and you haven't even played with the twirl yet.
Oh, we haven't. Let's do that real quick.
Yeah.
Let's do that real quick.
I mapped it to your other
Which one?
Yep. No, to the scroll wheel. I
This?
mapped it to that. For
So
you.
I just turn it?
Well, yeah, you should be able to spin that down
Okay.
there, and it should do the
Alright.
thing.
Let's do the cool thing.
Yeah, do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do your trick. Your one trick.
Do the trick. Oh, chat. Houston's into the upside down, y'all. Houston is into the upside. Will it just keep going?
420 degrees, so it's over 360. Yeah.
Chat.
So you have 40 degrees on one side and then 420 on the other.
Chat. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is I'm just flying the drone straight back. That is next level. Dude, that's so smooth. Wait, so I got a question.
Yeah.
Is there like a quick put it back?
I haven't found it yet.
Okay.
You can try it right now. You should be able to click this, and that'll touch you 90. That is it.
Oh, that's it.
That is
we
it.
flipped back instantly.
Dang, that was cool. I haven't even tried that yet.
Dude, that's actually...
that was a first right now.
That's nuts. Y'all, this is
Camera
nuts.
50 says Inception mode.
Yeah.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, for sure. And you just match that with another shot like that with a camera, and that's a really good... Yeah. Yeah. You can do a lot of little trending things with that, I'm sure.
Wait, why did it stop? Don't stop. Did I spin the wrong way?
Yeah, you went I guess you went the wrong... Wait. No, you're going the right way there.
Oops. Didn't mean to take a picture. Yeah, it's stopping
It's only...
me now.
What is going on now?
I don't know. Now it's wanting to stop me.
Oh, you know what? Because you're looking down too far.
Oh, okay.
Because of the way that the gimbal is oriented and the actual connection points of the camera.
I figured it out. So check this out, chat.
Yeah.
So if y'all can see on screen, at the top you can see, I have it framed where you can actually see the world, right? And you can see what degree you're at. So right now I'm at 0. Actually, I press the button, I'm at 0. But when I start tilting the camera down, you'll notice that it actually pops up. And then if I start tilting it, you see how it just went yellow? And if I go back up, it starts to show me like where I can start doing the roll again. If I go up, and now it's fully there. So you have to be pretty level to be able to do the inception, the roll, whatever you want to call it effect. Bro, this is so
If
sick.
I'm not mistaken, from what I looked at, I believe it's 7 degrees of tilt to be. You have to have less than 7 degrees of tilt to do the 420.
Dude. I cannot wait to play with this footage. So, because currently right now the camera is showing that we are 2.3 stops underexposed.
I mean, you're still at f7 though.
But I mean, I could definitely bring more light in.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of wanting to see like how it's
yeah.
handling some of these shadows. Like how noisy is it getting? That's us. What's up, drone? What's up, chat? Bro. Chat, this is pretty fire. Damn.
Yeah.
I did not expect to like this that much. Can I rotate even there? Oh, Ezra, you got to show the drone doing the rotation. So let's switch to that camera. All right, hold on. Let some more light in, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Are you rolling on camera? Cool. All right, chat, you ready? Watch this roll. Watch this roll. Oh.
Well, hold the remote out there with it,
Oh yeah.
so you see the tilt.
All right, chat, you ready? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, chat. Oh, I did not want this. I didn't want to like this drone this much. Cause now I gotta try to figure out how to get one.
I'll sell it to you for 7K.
You tripping? You wildin'. Chat, how quickly you realize who your real friends are. Man's a whole fool.
I've never crashed it either.
That's a straight up lie. Bro, where you going? I'm right here. Stop. home is where I'm at. Home is where my heart
Okay,
is.
that is a new setting also that you can change on there.
What is
I haven't
that?
done it yet to where the controller is always the home base.
Okay.
So I do a lot of car stuff, right?
So it'll track where the controller is?
Correct.
Let's try your thing. Oh, that is effective.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
always do that.
That was quick.
Yes,
That was
and
much
it shuts it
faster.
right down. So it's a security measure.
So you're basically triggering it's oh,
Yep.
I'm dead.
Yes.
Oh, that's why I don't do it. Because I knew that. Because I'm a professional. Of course. Ezra's like nodding his head and also nodding the camera at the same time. Wild camera operations. Dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is nuts. All right, chat. Let's get through some last minute questions because
We have one more battery, so if there's anything else you want us to test,
now is the
You
time
better
to
let us
throw it
know.
in. Yeah, you better throw it in like right now. But this is crazy, bro. This is a wild stream. I mean, we got drone footage in a live stream,
yeah, it's crazy work.
bro. We on a whole nother level.
Best jib on the market, I guess you could say that. Infinity jib.
Oh, I've used it as that,
Oh yeah, me too.
dude. That R3 is looking nice though. If that HDMI didn't suck so bad. You crashed it already?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
But it's still flying, so
Yeah, it was very small cosmetic. I mean, it's a little scratch down here. You know, it held up really well for the fall it took. And the issue is me. I am the issue. I'm very
I am the
self-aware.
problem.
I am
It's
the
me.
problem.
It is you.
Yeah, 100%. I had all the sensors off. It's a lot heavier of a drone and I wasn't used to it. So it was 100% user error. I own up to my mistakes. You can ask my girlfriend.
Man, you cannot tilt the gimbal more than 7 degrees. You can't tilt it more than 7 degrees if you want to be able to rotate the centerpiece.
So if you have the drone, if you want to, actually,
Yeah, I
let me
can
shut
do
it
it.
down
I
so
can-
I can manually do it.
I think I can do it. Look, I can show it.
Oh, shoot.
Did you
I
turn
just
it
turned it
off?
off, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just shut it down. Oh, well.
all good.
So if you have the drone, you can see the mounting positions on the side of the drone here. If you have it in the vertical mode, you can't go down with, you can't tilt it down just due to the lack of flex in the gimbal itself. So whenever you're in the vertical mode here, you just can't tilt down past, I think it's like 7 degrees. It looks like more. It looks like 30 degrees, but I think it's about 7 whenever it's on the drone up in the air. But that's really you know, whenever it's horizontal footage, you can go straight down to 90, and I think you can go up a lot more than usual as well. Look, you can go up to 90, I think too. Or
Mine
70.
now is I'll bring it low and like, so when I shoot real estate,
Yeah.
I'll get low and then angle.
Yeah.
And so it just sort of like more of a master shot. I
Yeah.
gotta say, the shots that Ezra's getting, I just saw him on the stream, look so sick. So real quick, I'm gonna hand you the controller.
Yeah.
And I just want to get a couple shots. This is more so for my YouTube video, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But this is looking so sick, just to show off all the different sides of the drone. Like, and then look at that gimbal. Like, that gimbal is just freaking money. And then on the back, you've got where the battery here is. And then you also have inside, you have this little latch, and then that's where you're gonna find the USB-C. So if you do wanna transfer your footage off the drone, because it does have 512 gigs internal, you basically transfer it off the drone via that USB-C. You just plug that directly into your computer. And then you do have a micro SD slot, but with 512 gigs internal, you probably really don't need it. And then a few things we noticed, just a quick recap, 3 sensors on the top. You've got 3 sensors on the bottom. You also have a LiDAR camera on the bottom. And then you have a LiDAR camera in the front right here. And basically what happens is it takes all these LiDAR cameras and all your sensors, it combines that together, and then it also gives you a readout on the screen that makes the drone where you can actually like see where the drone is in space and be able to make sure that you don't crash.
You want to collapse it?
Yeah, and then we can show you how it collapses in. So the front 2 legs basically swing underneath, and then the 2 legs at the top just fold in like so. And then basically there's your drone. showing all sides.
Oh, it did shut down.
And then when you fold it in,
Yeah.
it looks like it does completely shut down on its own, just like the controller. And I'll do the same thing with the controller. So I'll give you all a good look at the controller too. We can unplug it. But yeah, so the controller right now is just asleep. It's not turned off. There is a power button at the top. You do it the same way the drone is. You press and then press and hold. And then you'll hear the chime. But there's the controller. There's the back side. You have 2 custom buttons on the bottom. You have your dials here. And then you have your record and photography buttons there. Your antennas that swivel down. And then underneath the bottom there, you have your HDMI ports. And then we'll get a cool shot of just like lifting it up. Let me know when you're ready. And then it automatically turns the drone on, or turns the controller on. Bro, this is my final thoughts on this. I'm trying to turn it off as it's still trying to boot up. Let me let it boot up first. I did not expect to like this drone nearly as much as I do. And it's fire, y'all. So if you want to save your money, don't play with it. Even if you have a Mavic 3, don't play with it. I've got a Mavic 3 Cine. I would be giving up a terabyte of internal storage, dropping down to 512. I would be giving up ProRes. But for what I'd be gaining, oh, damn. Sorry. Can we swap that battery real quick?
Yeah.
Look at that sunset.
Yeah, it's nice.
Chat, if you haven't left yet, hold on. This sunset, freaking gnarly. Yeah. We're going to throw a new battery in here. I'm going to throw it up one more time because I got to get this sunset. We got to move. We're going to lose it. This is what I love about this drone, is how quickly you can get it in. He's going to throw a battery in there. He's going to unfold it. Drone's going to be ready to go. I'm going to open up the controller.
Good to go.
Everything's ready to go. Drone's already turning on. It's connecting. Let's see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Oh, we got to reconnect
3
the
Mississippi,
HDMI.
4 Mississippi. It's ready to go. I'm gonna just wait for y'all so I can plug this in, just so y'all can see that feed. Y'all got the feed? Did we switch to HDMI yet?
It's thinking.
It's thinking. Do you see the frame? Tap on it. They can see it.
I think we're in PNP right now.
Are we in picture-in-picture?
Yeah, hold on.
Switch it.
I got the
Straight
HDMI
straight
down
drone. Oh, bro, I'm recording from right
There we
now.
go.
Cause look, even this shot looks freaking money. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna overexpose it just a hair, or I'm gonna give it a little bit more, just a hair.
Home point updated.
Chat, you can see the sunset in the buildings.
there.
Oh my gosh. I think the buildings are just as beautiful as the sunset, but we already know what y'all want to see. Let's go fly into that sunset. Holy smokes, y'all. Let's bring that down. Actually, let's... Ooh! Oh, that's money. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta get out of 60 frames per second. I don't want this in 60 frames per second.
Oh shoot, I did just have it up.
There we go, 24, because I'm a real filmmaker. I'm a real filmmaker. I'm a real filmmaker.
I'm a real boy.
Chat, look at that sunset. Oh my gosh. Bro, can I track the sun?
You can try, right?
I don't know what the hell I think it's tracking.
Just trying to do something.
It's like, I'm gonna work for you, I promise. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. Look at that sky, y'all.
Can you shoot some more vertical video?
Not right now, I'm not. Love you, Chad, I really do, but the way I'm about to try to get some of this sunset.
We got a live stream from a drone before GTA 6.
Bro, you could probably turn this on as a tracker and do a live stream,
Do a live,
IRL, GTA.
Just hook up your mic into your not ATEM.
But yeah, into the system.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, hold on. I like that shot. I just want to see what this would look like. Money.
Oh my God, dude.
Money. Walmart
Oh
getting
my
that.
God.
Walmart
You better
getting
play with that building with that.
Oh, hold
Play
on.
with a building.
Hold on. I gotta get that sun real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like Star Wars.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks like we're on a whole different planet right now.
Chat. Money.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's money. Boom. All right, what building you were talking about?
I don't know. Find a building to do that exact same shot with.
Where's the building at? There you are. There you are.
Try to
All
get
right,
on the
go.
other side of it. Yeah.
Sports mode.
Yep.
Go, 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 go. This is why I really use sports mode though.
Yep, just to get around.
Just to move quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, that should, no, damn.
Oh, it's so far down now.
Yeah, no, the sun is dropping fast.
Yeah.
All right.
6x. You gotta stop recording first?
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, come on. Come on, Brandon, be a professional.
Oh my God. We are spying on somebody right now.
Bro, I don't care. Cinema mode, cinema mode, cinema mode. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, and I would pan at the same time. Yeah.
Come on, pop out, pop out, pop out.
Keep
Where the
going
hell
and
is
panning.
it out? Where the hell is the sun at? Bro, where's the sun at? Oh, there you are, beautiful. Dirt!
Hell yeah.
Cut. Wide. Wide. Same deal. Y'all, I don't know if I've had this much fun flying a drone in a while. Like in a very genuine way. But holy smokes. Dang,
Yeah.
y'all. We might be buying another drone.
So I see a question in here for you, Brandon.
Yes.
Is this the best drone out there right now?
Oh, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. Hands down.
Is it the Inspire 3 killer for the price?
I've never really gotten a chance to work with the Inspire 3, so it's hard for me to say that.
I got you.
Yeah, I got bugs all over me. But when you get in the shot, you just don't care.
Yeah.
All right,
fair.
I got the shot. Y'all, this is tough. Like, I mean, just look at the building right now. Look at the shot coming from the building
Goodness.
with the lights. We're going up. We're pulling back.
Wow.
We're getting the reflection. We're tilting down. Sorry, chat. I promise I'll answer any questions y'all have, but right now, I am locked in. This is like what production Brandon is actually like when I'm on set. I could care less about whatever else is going on. All I care about is getting that shot, and bro, wild.
Hey, so you know who to call for your real estate shots now.
Bro. The way this shot might actually make it into like a real estate demo reel that I do one day. Because it looks like there's a pool. This might be an apartment building.
Yeah, that is. I've stayed there.
Oh,
I have definitely stayed there.
bro, this is like a high rise in downtown Houston. Bro, get out. Oh my gosh. Okay, chat. Sorry. Bring up the questions again. I can focus. I promise.
I don't think there were many more other than
People just...
It sucks that you have to change. You have to stop recording to change lenses. It does,
Yeah.
but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like the iPhone. It's like,
Yep.
because it's actively writing information to one sensor. Now, I wish if you could switch, it would just stop recording. Like it was almost like a multi-action where it knew, okay, I'm switching. So it would stop recording and then switch to the other camera. Oh, I'm like, why am I flying so slow? I'm still in cine mode. Yeah, y'all, this is crazy. This drone is absolutely crazy. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna just hang out and just shoot a little video. We'll have some fun. We'll live stream it. It'll be great. I didn't know I was like setting myself up for just massive failure. Cause yeah, I want this drone. Oh, switch back to me, cause I'm just flying back right now, and I'm probably making people dizzy. Cause I just realized.
Dope live stream, bro. What camera and setup for it? So I guess they're asking about what you're live streaming.
The camera that we're using is the R3, and we're running it into the YOLO box. And then we're testing some additional stuff, but for the most part, I mean, that's the main gist of it. We got the 24-70 on the R3. The R3 is great, but this setup still needs some work, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend this setup yet. I told y'all as soon as I have like my setup locked in, I'll let y'all know, but we're still figuring out some stuff. I gotta be honest, cause this don't happen very often. I just wanna keep shooting, like in a very genuine way. Like I still feel like there's like money shots to be gotten out here.
One thing I found out that I can't find on there is that night mode that was on the Mavic 3. You know how I went into that night mode and it helped out with all the noise and it did a bunch of stuff for you?
Yeah, I added a bunch of noise reduction and stuff.
Yeah, it did it all for you. I can't seem to find that mode in here yet.
Y'all,
Wow.
get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Freaking money, y'all. Dang. All right, how do I justify buying another drone? Asking for a friend.
Will it make you money?
No,
Yeah, no.
but it will make me happy.
It will. It's like
My-
RC cars, yeah, I guess you're right.
My current drone makes me money. So it's like, anybody want to buy a Mavic 3 Cine? It's like in great condition. I'm not like this guy. I ain't broke jack squat. I've never crashed it. I babied it. It's still got the original case. I might still have the box in my garage somewhere. Oh, my bad. I never did that. I've never done that with my drone. So,
Want to see something funny? Look at my Mavic 3 Cine.
why both your drones got matching scars?
They are matching. This one's got some super glue on it.
Yeah, I want you to know you are the problem.
Oh,
You are the
100%.
problem.
I own up to my mistakes.
Bro, the way this thing is like, replace or check your propellers. Because whatever that flip thing you just did, not
They
good.
don't like it.
It's not good for the
They don't
drone.
like it.
Oh my gosh. All right, so quick question. So vertical video tilt restrictions, are they horrible like Nordstrom claims? They are. If you do switch to vertical, you're not gonna be able to tilt because the tilt is on the horizontal plane. Once you go vertical, you cannot tilt. So it's not you can't, but it's super limited. So yes, you're gonna make me spend some cash. Carlos, we're both spending cash. What are you talking about? We're both out here struggling together.
You're
Oh,
still
I was still recording?
Yeah.
Keep recording, I don't care. Careful, they updated it to go 60 miles an hour. Bro, we pushed it to 52 earlier. This thing flies. Let's see, what else did y'all say? I want to make sure I just acknowledge. By the way, Carlos, good to see you in here, brother. Question, do you think the footage will look better once you pop the footage into your computer and start editing? That is the thing I'm the most nervous about. I think the main sensor, the 1X sensor, is going to look great. But I was already seeing some weird stuff with the 6X that like probably most people won't see. Clients probably won't see it. But like my filmmaking eye was picking up on like some of the noise patterns, which were kind of weird, and some of the focusing, because it looked like it was breathing a little bit in the focus. So those are some things that I think I will probably notice, but yeah. This drone is worth taking the Part 107 for. Yeah, definitely get your Part 107. I was actually at an airport earlier today where I took my test to get my Part 107. Funny that came up. But yeah, you can definitely get your Part 107. Honestly, it takes about like maybe a week or two worth of studying, and then
It's about 120 bucks.
Is it 120 bucks?
Yep.
Yeah, about 120 bucks to take your test, and you're good to go. This stream looks crispy. Don't tell Jarrell, but we're shooting on a Canon. Make it rain and buy the drone. You wild. Are you feeling the weight of the new controller? No, actually, we've been shooting for, how long we've been streaming for? I can't tell.
Well, we've almost gone through 3 batteries.
2 hours, 50 minutes.
2 hours and 50 minutes?
15.
15. Okay, so we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours almost, or let's say 2 hours. I've been holding this controller for 2 hours, no fatigue, 0 fatigue. And like we've been flying non-stop since we started streaming. I think the first 15 minutes we talked about the drone, I took it out of the case, and then immediately put it in the air. I've been holding this controller ever since, 0 fatigue. I did think at first that the controller felt a little light and the screen was a little heavy, but when you're using it, it's balanced. Like it feels pretty dang balanced. I've had no issues running it for the last 2 hours. So yeah, I gotta say, bro, dang, this might be an instant buy, like an instant buy. And I was kind of leaning into the whole idea of like, it's not available, so don't get your hopes up, whatever.
It's kind of worth trying to seek one down.
I might have to go through your secret contact and see if they can't find me something. And then DJI, if you're watching this video or if you watch this video and you want to help me get one, I'm not asking you to give me nothing, just make it possible for me to buy one. I want to buy one. Dang, this thing is good.
Just release it in the US.
Well,
Maybe not. Just keep
I don't
it.
know if that's their, I don't know if that's 100% in their control because of like tariffs and pricing and all this other stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely sold. I'm definitely sold. Dang, this is not the type of live stream I thought I was gonna have. Ugh. This has officially become a $5,000 live stream. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was sarcastic.
You're welcome either way.
All right. Well, chat, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We've had so much fun just doing this stream with y'all. If y'all have any questions or you happen to be catching this on the replay, definitely go ahead and put those in the comment section. Hit that like button. I didn't ask, but definitely hit that like button. Also, if you do enjoy these streams and you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button because we are going to be going live on Tuesday at Build in New York. And so if you are going to be in New York, definitely make sure that you come see us at Build. But if you're not going to be there, tune in, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be walking around Build. We're going to be walking around New York, showing you guys everything. In case you can't make it, we want to be there for you guys. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for checking out this live stream. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.